for government insurance. Does anybody think we should be buying insurance for President Biden's home? Let's see what else we have. Oh, Nicolas Cage. Boy, that's a nice house. $4.2 million in New Orleans. Also eligible for government insurance. Look, I love Nicolas Cage. I'd go to parties at his house, too. I love his movies. I'd pay $20 to go to the movie. Actually, I don't want to pay $20. I would pay to go to see his movies. But I don't think we should buy insurance for his home. If he can get a $4.2 million home, I'll bet you he could buy his own insurance. Let's see who else is eligible for government insurance. Oh, Matt Damon. He's had a lot of good movies. Man, he must be doing great. His place costs $20 million. And it's eligible for government insurance, too. You think Matt Damon would be embarrassed to find out that the government's subsidizing his first $250,000? Shouldn't we all be embarrassed? Program's $16 billion in the hole, and we want to renew a program without any reforms. Just keep doing it. It keeps losing money. Just keep doing the same thing. Maybe Matt Damon could buy his own insurance. Who else has a house that'd be eligible for insurance? Oh, Phil Collins. He made some good music. He must have made some great music. His home's worth $40 million in Biscayne Bay, Florida. Also eligible for government insurance. So, I can't imagine how we couldn't come to a compromise. So if ordinary people have second homes that are $500,000 beach homes, if we just went up to $2 million, then we're only going to be clipping Phil Collins and Nicolas Cage and a few others. We have anybody else? Let's see who else we have. Oh, now Cher. She's been doing well for a long time. She has a $42 million place in Miami Beach, also eligible for government insurance. We could go on, but the thing is, doesn't mean we don't like rich people or appreciate their success. I'm all for it. I'm just not for giving them free stuff. Why would we give them subsidized insurance? So what I will offer now is a second amendment, and this one might be easier to accept, and realize that this could be accepted right now. This entire program could be reauthorized with these amendments tonight if the senator from Louisiana will accept this amendment. This amendment would say that if your house is worth more than $2 million and it's your second home, that it wouldn't be eligible for government insurance. That'd be pretty easy. It still would have significant savings because there's quite a few homes out there. And do you think they'd figure out a place to buy insurance? Sure they would. A market would develop immediately. So therefore, I asked the senator to modify his request so that the Paul amendment at the desk, the second Paul amendment, be considered and agreed to, the bill as amended be considered and read a third time and passed, and that the motions to reconsider be considered, made, and laid upon the table.
President.
Does the senator so modify his request?
Madam President, reserving the right to respectfully respond to my colleague's request for a modification. Let me just say, I love Cher. I just remember Sonny and Cher when they were both on TV. Sonny was a congressman for a while. But I think Cher is what cool looks like. I don't agree with much of her politics, but Cher is equal in her coolness only by Nick Cage. I love Nick Cage. I just saw a movie that he did not long ago. I can't remember the name of it, but he was typically in his movies, he plays these deeply weird characters, and he was a truffles hunter, and he had a special pig that would hunt for truffles, and the bad guys hurt his pig. Well, Nick hurt them. I think he ended up killing them. But before he killed them, he hurt them the entire time they were dying. It was a great movie. I love Nicolas Cage, and I appreciate Rand reminding me of it. I might go home tonight and watch a Nick Cage movie. But let me get out of La La Land and go back to reality. Number one, I know my friend didn't mean to give you this impression, but nobody gives you flood insurance. Let me say that again. Nobody gives you flood insurance. You have to buy it. So this idea that the government is somehow giving Cher and Nick Cage and President Biden, and I don't know, who else did you mention? Michael Avenatti, I don't know, whoever else he mentioned, they don't get free insurance from the government. They have to buy it. That's point one. Number two, the price of flood insurance under risk rating 2.0. Boy, anybody who's bought flood insurance lately is going to see how high the prices have gone. There was a time when the program was subsidized, but it's not being subsidized anymore. In fact, a lot of people have had to drop their flood insurance because they just can't afford it anymore. It's just way too expensive. I guess point three, Madam President, that I would make, 99.9999% of the people who buy flood insurance in America, we're not talking about Phil Collins here. We're not talking about Cher. We're not talking about Nick Cage. We're talking about working men and working women. And this idea that we're going to cap the price of a home, I know places in America today where a $2 million home gets you virtually nothing. Go check out California. Go check out Manhattan. I mean, the housing inflation has just been dramatic. If it hadn't have been, I might consider what Rand is proposing. But the truth is, and I would like the record to reflect this, what Senator Paul is proposing to do is that we gut a program that doesn't give anything to anybody. You have to buy the insurance that is not available for most people in the private sector, without which they can't buy a home because their lender won't loan them the money. And if you let this program expire, you're not going to only hurt working women and working men who are trying to buy a home. You're going to destroy the real estate market as well. And finally, I'll say it again. I really hope we come to a time when we don't spend our time on the Senate floor denigrating success in America, trying to say if you're rich, you're bad. You must have gotten rich because you stole the money or oppressed somebody. That's not an America I want to live in. So for that reason, Madam President, respectfully, I object to the modification, even though I still do believe that Cher and Nick Cage are what cool looks like.
Objection to the modification is heard.